in birds. But anxious, my mother is always anxious about my health. Alive to. We must be alive to the requirement. We must be alive to the requirements. Acquitted of. He is acquitted of the charge. Absent from. He frequently absents from the class. He frequently absents from the class. We must abide by the rules. Absent from. He frequently absent from the class. The weak boy aim at the owl. Stability. Accord to. The people accorded a grand reception. Nagila. Blind to. We should blind to. Born of. Shakespeare was born of. Boast of. One should not boast of. He is busy with his own business. Convict of. The boy was convicted. The boy was convicted of lying. Contrary to. Contrary to. Care for. He does not care for the money. Careless. We should not. He comes of a noble family. We must alive to the requirements of our children. Adequate to. The supply made by the office was adequate to our needs. The supply made by the office. Observing. He is deeply absorbed in religious rites. Adjacent to. Adjacent. My house is adjacent to the hospital. Account for. You must account for your miscalculation by the account for. Observing means he is deeply absorbed in the religious rites. Se gabhir bhabe observing মানে ধার্মিক rights. Absolved from. The man was absolved from the blame. ଦୂରରେ ଥିଲା. Adequate to. The supply made by the office was adequate to our needs. To the new home minister. Accord to. Accorded a grand session. To. Accord with. The opinion on this matter was does not accord with mine. Accord with ମୋ ସହିତ. With means grand reception. With a person. With person ସହିତ ଲାଗିବ. But accorded to the new home minister. Accused of. The High Court. Gandhi was accused of telling a lie. Accused of telling a lie. Accused of. Angry with him. He is angry with me. Father got angry with me. got akin to. The feeling is akin to contempt. He ordered a cup of tea. Order for an hour. India attacked Pakistan. On Pakistan attack Pakistan. He informed me yesterday. It took them it took them 3 hours to get home. I went home by bus early. She returned to her husband home. Ferigala. I went to his home. I advised her to wait. We urged him to try again. I reminded them that there were no trains. I reminded them that. She warned him. She warned him that the ice was thin. She warned कला तक. Ice was thin. He warned कला that ice was thin. I'll jump over the wall and open the gate. It is the first time I have flown across the Atlantic. The national product gross national product at market price minus depreciation, VAT and indirect taxes plus subsidies. Depreciation. Gross national income. Gross national product GDP, GNP at market price minus depreciation and indirect taxes. Income. Indirect taxes plus subsidy. Income will depend on the gross national product of market prices minus depreciation and indirect taxes. Total amount of money earned by a nation's peoples and business. The NI also, national income also used to measure the track nation wealth from year to year. The number includes the national gross domestic product GDP. What's the income it receives from overseas sources? National income. That is includes the national gross domestic product GDP. Plus the income it receives from overseas. बाहर जो आसुଛି. Most appropriate measure of country economic growth is country's economic growth. Most appropriate measure होची per capita real income. Economic growth per capita real income. मुंडा पिच्छा. The most appropriate measure of country's economic growth per capita. GDP per capita. Per capita GDP is the lowest. Per capita gross domestic product is financial metric. It has breakdown in countries metric. They are breakdown in countries economic output per person is calculated by dividing the GDP of nation by its populations. India GDP per capita. Which on the following airport in India is the first to be owned by a public limited company? has to be owned by Bangalore airport. In the Bangalore airport also known as the Kempegowda International Airport is the first airport in India to be owned by public limited company. Certain private sector 70% equity and the Karnataka State Industrial Development Corporation. State of India equal share 26% equity. Which reference to the Indian economy consider the following activities. Decreasing order of the contribution of given sectors. Reference to Indian economy consider the following activities. The decreasing order of the contribution of given sectors to the trade, hotels, transport and communication. Trade, hotel, transport. Agriculture, forestry and fishing. Second. Manufacturing, third. First, trade, hotel. Then economic consider following activity. First, the sectors to the customary product. First, trade, hotel, transport, communication. Then agriculture, forest, fishing. Trade, hotel, transport, then agriculture, forest, fishing, then manufacturing, finance, insurance, real estate, business service. First trade, hotel, transport, then first agriculture, then manufacture, then agriculture and business. National income represent national incomes. First GDP, GNP, first national product. Product minus a depreciation plus indirect tax plus a subsidy. Independent Indian economy, which of the following earliest event to take place? Context, enactment of Banking Regulation Act. Earliest event first. Banking Regulation Act was earliest event to take place. Which of the following is the correct sequence of a decreasing order of contribution of different sectors? Service industry, first service, then industry, then agri. Correct sequence, the decreasing order of a contribution. Different sectors to the gross. Decreasing order of a contribution of a different sector to the GDP. The correct service, industry and agriculture. It accounts 53% total GDP, where the industry sector 28%, agriculture sector 18% of Indian GDP. 3%. Planning. Indian planning, both correct. Second 5-year plan emphasizes on the establishment of heavy industries. The second 5-year plan emphasizes on the establishment of heavy industry. Second 5-year plan. The third 5-year plan introduces the concept of import substitution as a start. Third 5-year plan introduces the concept of import substitution, industrialization. In 56 and 31st 1961, plan emphasizes on the establishment of heavy industry. Second 5-year plan, the heavy industry establishment, with the aim to initiate and accelerate the process of rapid industrialization. Increase the production of iron and steel, heavy chemical, building industry. Import substitution as a strategy for industrialization. It started as 61 and ended 31st March 1966. The basic aim of this plan was push the economy up to take-off stage of development. With the reference to Indian economy, consider the following. The percentage share of public sector GDP has declined in the last 10 years. Percentage share of public sector GDP. The percentage share of public sector in GDP has declined. The percentage share of public sector GDP has declined in last 10 years. देखियो the percentage share of public sector in GDP has declined. GDP has declined in last 10 years. Percent of share of public sector in GDP. Major cause was rapid growth. Every sector after 1991. Liberation policy which not only enjoyed the license but opened various public sectors in it to private entities. Declined. Indian economy consider the following statement. Inclusive growth. The inclusive growth is enunciated in the 11th five-year plan, does not include the inclusive growth enunciated in the 11th five-year plan. 11th five-year plan 2017-12. Strengthening capital market was capital market. 11 reduction poverty, employment opportunity extension, reduction of gender inequality. In development refers to approach that facilitates the participation of communities and sectors of society. The plan was prepared by C. Rangarajan with the theme of faster and more inclusive growth. 11th five-year plan. Ultimate objective was to achieve broad-based improvement. Was neither sport nor plus are the countries deemed to be self-sufficient. In the situation, all goods and services are produced within the boundaries. Closed economy, single economy. One of the notable examples of closed economy is Sudan and North Korea. Neither export nor import take place. The country is deemed to be self-sufficient. In this situation, all goods and services are produced. In the context of Indian economy, consider the following statement. The growth Lok Adalat consider the following statement. Statement correct with reference. An award made by the Lok Adalat is deemed to be decree of a civil court. Is deemed to be decree. And no appeal lies against there to be. No appeal lies against there. Lok Adalat Legislative Service Act 1987. Lok Adalat have been given statutory status. The decision of Lok Adalat are considered as a verdict of civil court and binding on all parties. There is no provision for an appeal against the verdict made by the Lok Adalat. There is no provision for an appeal. Against the verdict made. Provision for an appeal against the verdict made by the Lok Adalat. Union Finance Minister of India. Union Finance Minister of India. VP Singh. All of these have been Union Finance Minister. A.V. Chavan. Vishwanath Pratap Singh became the Finance Minister. Rajiv Gandhi led government 1984-87. Indira Gandhi led government. Ramaswamy Venkataraman. He served as finance minister. Yashwantrao Balwantrao Chauhan became the finance minister of India. Indira Gandhi led government. IPA led government. Nagendra Singh and Singh, first chief at President International Court of Justice Nagendra Singh, a lawyer and the administrator who served as the President Court of Justice. Ajit Nath, Chief Justice of Supreme Court. Lone dissenter among the 11 Supreme Court judges that examined the constitutionality of the bank nationalization. The Supreme Court of India, 70 to 77. N. Rai. Ramakrishna Trivedi, Education Commissioner. Opsc Desai, Attorney General, 96 to 98. Grammar Nyaya Act, which of the following statement is correct? Nyaya Act, which of the following statement is correct? Two. The Act allows local social. Nyaya Act, which of the following statement is correct? Grammar Nyaya Act. Grammar Nyaya or village courts were established under the Grammar Nyaya Act. Grammar Nyaya Act, which of the following statement is correct? The Act allows local social activists as mediators. The Act allows local social activists. Courts were established under the Grammar Act. 2008 is the Grammar Act. As per the Act, district court shall be in consultation. Court consultation with the district magistrate.